sure the channel again.
Huh?
I'm gonna share the channel again.
Okay. So we back online. Alright, so like for you brothers that are just watching us on another channel. You know what I'm saying? We had to switch phones because the phone was about to die. You guys
It's good. This is Sirach 27 and 5. The furnace proveth the potter's vessel.
right. The furnace proveth the potter's vessel. We test it. Right?
So the trial of man is in his reasoning.
So the trial of man is in his reasoning. So it's the same concept. It's all about test. It's all about a trial. So you gotta be tested, you gotta be tried. That's why when you're in the truth, you gotta continuously examine yourself. You gotta pray, you gotta fast. You just don't fast and watch a basketball game. Yeah, I'm gonna fast, but I'm gonna watch Michael Jordan highlights from 1988. And I'm gonna fast, but I'm watching these Mike Tyson knockouts from '86. No. When you fast, you gotta abstain from fleshly pleasures, from worldly pleasures. Just as when you work out, you gotta afflict your body to make it come back stronger. When you fast, you gotta afflict your soul to make it come back stronger. So what you gotta do is you gotta abstain from them worldly pleasures. When you're abstaining from them worldly pleasures, guess what? You're dealing with things that's strictly spiritual. And you build, yeah. So like when you fast, you're abstaining from worldly pleasures. So guess what? That whole time you fasting is dedicated to things that's strictly spiritual. And if you ever fasted, you know what I mean. If you feel your spirit feels stronger.
This is Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
So through much tribulation, you must enter into the kingdom of the Most High. You so-called Christians don't even read that stuff. I think I get into it. I think, oh look, good. The Lord dealing with me. I think everything gonna just be peaches and cream, man. This is what y'all jackasses think. That shows you the Lord not dealing with y'all. Go ahead.
I'm gonna work it out.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Alright. I think Jeremiah 51 and 20. Alright.
So, Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. And it reads, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the kingdoms.
Yeah, so the Lord gonna put the spirit on the elect men of the nation of Israel to break in pieces the kingdoms, right? The nations, I mean. All right?
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
So we gotta wait upon the Lord before we get vengeance, because vengeance of the Lord. So we're gonna get vengeance with the Lord's anger, man.
And it says, And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
And with thee will the Lord destroy kingdoms. All right? The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? So pretty soon we're gonna have these nations under our feet. All right, you got it.
Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
So we're gonna be on them as we a lion, man. So that means all these heathens, they're gonna be prey. All right? So they're gonna get we're gonna rip them to pieces.
And it says, As a young lion among the flocks of sheep.
Yeah, a young lion is fierce, quick, swift, and deadly. That's how the men of the Lord gonna be.
Who, if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces.
Yeah, tread him down and tear him in pieces. The young lion is swift, he's quick. And in his full strength.
And none can deliver.
None can deliver. All right? So pretty soon the men of the Lord are going to be hunters. And what a hunter does, they hunt prey. So these nations are going to be prey 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be prey.
Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
That's right. So the weak of our people, or some of our people have what's the word I'm trying to? Ailments. Going to be strong as David, as King David was in his youth. And we already know King David was a mighty warrior, man. Is a mighty warrior. All right? Because look, all the work King David put in, the Lord put the spirit on him. When Solomon came in, he had 40 years of peace, man. Because all them nations King David slew. He weakened them. I mean, the mighty of those nations.
This is 1 Samuel 27 and 9. And David smote the land and left neither man nor woman alive.
Left neither man nor woman alive. And what King David was like, he was on the scene like 900 or something years before the Lord, right? Or 1,000. Close to 1,000 years before the Lord came on the scene.
Solomon was like 10th century BC, they say.
Uh-huh.
Around that time.
Yeah. You got it.
And David smote the land and left neither man nor woman alive.
Yeah, he left neither man nor woman alive. So he defeated these nations, man.
And took away the sheep and the oxen and the asses and the camels
Took the spoil.
and the apparel, and returned and came to Ash.
That's right. So he also became wealthy. You know, because you get the spoils of war. All right.
Back in Zechariah 12 and 8, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Yeah, in that day. When that day, the Lord's day. When it's going to be a transition of power. But the Lord is going to destroy all these nations' kingdoms, man. Esau's kingdom.
And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
Yeah, so we don't need carnal weapons. You know, we know that the Lord is going to protect us, that the Lord have angels around us, that the Lord is going to give certain of the elect men spiritual power. And they're going to protect the brothers that don't have it, and then the angels also going to protect brothers.
Add on, it said we'd be a King David.
Right.
But King David, you know, he basically had spiritual powers, man. Natural, you know, like how you say, some people need milk, you gotta eat his Wheaties. Nah, King David had that, man. You know, the Lord blessed King David with, you know, he had like, picture LeBron James with a sword, man. You know, King David jump over walls, all right, bend the bows, you know, slay thousands at one time. So that's how the elect's gonna be in those days.
Fought off lions.
Fought off lions.
In the ancient world lion.
Yep.
All right.
So King David was bad, his mighty men, right? So this is why you got to depend on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Like the brother said, the weapons are warfare not carnal.
Yeah. Our weapon is faith in the scriptures, all right? So we don't need no weapons, man. We don't need them. We're not in the world no more. We don't need them.
Yeah, just like when you go into the history, David, out of all of his brothers, he was the most feeble one.
Yeah.
But he was chosen to be king, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushua turned him up to be able to destroy all of those armies at once, man.
Yeah.
And that's the same way the Lord gonna do to us, man. He's gonna turn us up on maximum level to do impossible things. Because when this devil comes down with great wrath, he's gonna use all his technology against us. He's gonna have choppers, tanks, laser weaponry. But that's not gonna be nothing when the Most High put the Spirit on us, man.
Yeah. He's gonna use all those toys that he have, man.
And it says, and the house of David shall be as God, and the angel of the Lord before them.
That's right. So the house of David, all right, and the house of David is the elect for the nation of Israel, and they're gonna be as a power, man.
Yeah, an unstoppable force the world has never seen. They never seen
Yeah.
men flying and picking up objects with their mind like Magneto,
Yeah.
taking the spirit out of people, resurrecting people, doing what the average person thinks is far-fetched.
Bullets ricocheting off of you.
Right.
All right. And teleporting, all kind of things you can't imagine that standard, the spiritual power the men are gonna get. All right. Yeah, you got it.
This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh, or Yahweh Shah from the west.
This is the Western Hemisphere here in America. We fear the Lord and His name. We know His name is Yahweh Shai, and the Most High name is Yahweh. We're gonna fear His name from the west. Go ahead.
It says, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
And His glory from the rising of the sun, because the Lord is gonna return. When He returns, He's gonna come from the Eastern Hemisphere, Israel, over to this side.
It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
The enemy. So we have enemies. Who are our enemies? First and foremost, Esau. And the top of Esau is Amalek.
Right.
That's them people over there in the land of Israel calling themselves the Lord's chosen people.
It says the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah shall lift up a standard.
That standard is spiritual power.
Right.
All right? What you think Esau came up with that Marvel Comics thing? He got that from the scriptures, man. Because Esau, all of his adventures and his ideas he get from Jakes. He haven't thought of anything on his own, man.
It says the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah shall lift up a standard against him.
That's spiritual power. All right? That's control over the elements.
Yep.
The elements in your body being like damn near invincible, man. All right?
Miracles.
Yeah, miracles, man. Because Esau, he gonna bring out his top weapons. He's gonna move in on the nation of Israel, starting with the elect men. The men that he deemed threat to national security. All right? So we on a list to be exterminated, all right?
It's Revelations chapter 3, and I'll go to verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word, thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Yeah, we kept the word of the Lord's patience. We didn't fall out the truth. We didn't bitch up and get these jabs, this chip, that the people they're gonna get scared because they don't have faith, and they're gonna get that microchip, that mark of the beast.
I also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Our temptation. People's head is in the guillotine. They threaten to be cooked alive, thrown in them FEMA ovens, in them gas chambers. The weak of our people are going to bitch up. You already know the heathens are going to bitch up. These so-called rich people, they got the chip already. But you're going to keep us from the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble.
Right.
Lord willing.
Which shall come upon all the world.
It shall come upon all the world, because here in America, they're going to institute martial law. In Europe, they're going to institute martial law. All around the world, they're going to issue martial law. Even though these nations are against each other, they on one mind with this New World Order thing, man. They all on one mind with that. It means New World Order. They want everything under that same order. Got it? Esau's system and his order.
Right. It says, behold,
Lord is
Now
coming.
it has.
The Lord is coming quickly. Hold down fast, meaning continue in this work.
Right?
Even if you change to a lower state, continue in this work and be strong.
It says, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yeah, so we're not trying to lose our crown by selling out or getting weak. We see the bigger picture, Lord willing. All right? Okay. Yeah, so we already know we at the end of this thing. Esau's rulership, man. We say it week in and week out. We know we at the end, man. This man is getting desperate. He's trying to silence the truth. All right. Whenever you talking bullshit and partying, he'll let you keep doing that. But soon as you talk of matters of importance and truth, and you get serious, and you organize under the order of the Lord, and being in order and structure, that's when it's a problem then. That should increase your faith, knowing like, yo, all right, that he about to move, he about to make his move.
This is Mark 4:17. And have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake.
Yeah, you ain't rooted. You don't got a foundation. You're not stable. All right? You know how they building these structures? They go down to the ground, to the bedrock, and they hammer down, and then they put those beams down the beams, and they build a structure up. But these people, they don't have no foundation.
It says, immediately they are offended.
Yeah, they're offended. All right? They're offended and shooken up. Okay. Yeah, so, we trying to endure to the end. Lord willing, that's what the elect is going to endure to the end. Lord willing, we the elect. Endure to the end.
This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. Going back to what you were speaking on earlier. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yeah. The nation of Israel, starting with the elect, rejoice.
It says, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth.
Yeah, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, starting with the so-called white man, 2/3 of our people, and these heathen nations. Destruction to the inhabitants of the earth
and of the sea.
And of the sea, the earth and the sea represents the people.
Right. It says, for the devil has come down unto you.
The deceiver has come down to us. Who's that deceiver? So-called white man. Yep. Esau. Who else is going to come down on that wrath with the New World Order?
Yep.
Who else is going to do that other than Esau?
Yep. It says, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath.
Having great wrath. This is a physical man that's going to come down. Right. Having great wrath. It ain't going to be no damn demons in a mystical place called hell under earth. It's going to be a so-called white man with his military forces.
It says coming down with great wrath.
And he has done it in the past, and he's going to do it now.
Because he know, because he know that he have but a short time.
You know, in his spirit, his time is almost up. So he's trying to do his new world order. He's trying to initiate this new world order and offset prophecy. Because he goes and he prays to the Lord and he complains daily and try to get wiggle room to see if he could escape that judgment, man. Right. To find any loophole. Right. He's trying to count he's trying to measure the stars. with estimates or whatever, man. He's trying his best to get that birthright back. You got it.
This is James chapter 5, verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Yeah, so we have suffered affliction and patience. To have patience, you gotta suffer. You gotta it's a waiting period or whatever, you know.
It says, behold, we count them happy which endure.
Yeah, we count them happy that endure, man. So, enduring and having patience and suffering, it builds character. All right?
It says, ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord.
Yeah, you see what happened to Job. He lost his family, his wealth, his health, and he still kept his integrity. And the elect represents, Job represents the elect of the nation of Israel also. And who is the nation of Israel? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And it says, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy.
The Lord is pitiful and of tender mercy. Because look at all the acts we committed against the Lord, man, against the Most High. Look at all the things we've done. Look at the things we've done in the world. Who knows what we've done in our past lives, you know?
Compared to what we're going to get in the kingdom.
And compared to what we're going to get in the kingdom, and the Lord still, and the Most High still, the Lord still dealt with us because he could have risen up anyone, created a whole new nation, and did away with us. Or just left us in captivity, man. You know?
Jeremiah 31 and 36. It says, if those ordinances depart from me, slack me. I'll go 37. It says, thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured.
Yeah, see? This is what the Lord said. If heaven above can be measured, meaning the universe, that heaven, the universe, the galaxies. Read it.
If heaven above can be measured.
And Esau, in his pride, he's trying to measure the heavens. It's impossible, you idiot, because the Lord is constantly, it's infinite. The Lord is constantly building new things. When you find that, it's new things, it's constantly expanding. Go ahead.
Slack it. You got that dude trying to build a spaceship to the moon. Trying to go to the moon, you know?
Yeah,
You got the satellites, space shuttles.
yeah.
They're trying, huh? Yeah, Elon did. They're trying to get out to the outer heavens. Remember that?
You're not getting there, man. You're not leaving the porch. All right, when I'm saying the porch, meaning you're not getting past the radiation belts. You're getting as a little far to put those satellites up. You're not making it to the moon. That's past the porch. You're not getting past the porch, all right? Ain't happening. Flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom, man. You're dealing with things outside of your realm, man. Stick to the realm you know. And then you didn't master everything here. Yo, man. Pride.
It says, and the foundations of the earth search out.
Yeah, he didn't even gather all the information in the earth, man. There's things that he didn't discover in the earth. Leviathan is somewhere under the sea or wherever, man. And you don't want to run into Leviathan, man. You know? All right? So, he's trying to find out everything on the earth, and he's trying to measure everything in outer space to offset the prophecy, man. to get that birthright back, but it's not going to happen.
It says, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel.
Yeah, so if he was to do that, the Lord would cast off the seed of Israel. So he's trying to do. So that's why Esau's out there. You know what I mean? He out there trying his best, man. So yeah, the so-called white man, he trying to get his birthright back and escape judgment, and 2/3 of our people try to be like him. Ain't that some shit?
It says,
It's crazy.
yeah, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done.
Yeah.
The Lord.
See? So Esau, he's trying to escape that judgment, and our people trying to be like him, man. And yet, you don't know, he's trying to be you. Look at that. You know?
I got a scripture because you said he didn't even master the earth yet as far as figuring things out. Yeah. This is Job 27 and verse 7. It reads, "There is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture eye have not seen."
Read that again.
This is Job 28 and verse 7. "There is a path which no fowl knoweth."
Yeah, that so-called white man, man. That y'all right? Esau, man.
Yep. It says, "and which the vulture eye have not seen."
That's right. So it's things he's not gonna learn or not gonna get to.
Yep. It says, "the lion's whelp have not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed by it."
That's right. So look, man, you're not gonna find out those secret things. You're not gonna bend space, time, and light. You're not. Who the fuck you are? You think you're gonna be on a level of the Lord, the Most High, and the angels, man? And in the kingdom, the nation of Israel is gonna get that knowledge or whatever with the chariots and things. That's not for use. So-called white man, look, this bullshit shitty ass kingdom you got now. This is your blessing, the sword, and the dew of this earth for a time period.
Well, that scripture goes to show you that certain parts of the earth that even certain animals haven't set foot on. And guess what? We gonna set foot on there, man. You know, you got uncharted lands. You know? That's scripture telling you. It said the vulture's eye hasn't seen it. So that means the bird hasn't even flew over it. You know, that's what they call the bird's eye view. You can see greater from a higher distance than from a lower distance, right?
Yep.
A bird can see more than what we can. So if a vulture eye hasn't passed through it, nor the lion's whelp trodden his foot, it's uncharted lands. Lands that haven't even been discovered. So guess what? We gonna get them lands, you damn devils. Y'all not. And if you ever want them lands, guess what y'all gonna be doing? Y'all gotta have chains and a pickaxe in your hand digging, looking for gold, man.
Yeah.
Looking for riches.
Yep. And in the
Plus,
and in the kingdom, new land is gonna be built from this destruction. And also there's land, like the brother just mentioned, that hasn't been discovered. Because why you think a lot of planes went missing? You know what I mean? They said, oh, Bermuda Triangle, this and that. There's places where ships and planes went missing, yo.
Even the water's drying up through the Euphrates River.
Yeah.
And it's showing that they had like structures of building structures there. That's once lived there, but then the water's covered.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of the earth is going to change in the midst of this whole World War III thing, you know.
Yeah.
But these missiles hitting, it's going to be rearranged, man. Not only is it going to be cleansed, but it's also going to be rearranged. It's going to be, set up for the men of the Lord.
Yep. And it makes perfect sense. The earth was rearranged before with the flood, the first death. You know, when it's Pangea. All right. So now it's gonna be rearranged again. You got it.
Back into the mercies.
Okay.
So Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose
The
Israel.
Lord will have mercy on Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and yet choose Israel. So there's going to be mercy on us. We're not going to stay in this situation for eternity, forever. Our punishment is nearing its end. And choose Israel. It's always saying Jacob, Israel. Not these nations, man.
And set them in their own land.
Set them in their own land. So we're not in our own land, huh? What's our own land? Israel. It's not Africa. It's not Australia. All right? It's in Israel.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
That's right. All right. So you're gonna have all the tribes are gonna be together, man.
It's like fullness.
Yeah.
Says, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob,
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
and the people, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Uh-huh.
So, and if I may say, that's going into the captivity.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna say the other line, whose captives they were.
Okay. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Yeah. So possess. So we're gonna have these nations in captivity. All right.
Yep. It says, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids. So they're going into captivity.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Oh, see, yep, see? Whose captives they were. So we was in captivity to these other nations, to these heathen nations. So it's going to be a shift. They're going into captivity. All right?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And rule over their oppressors. Yeah, because they were oppressing us, man. We seen service on horses. The servant has become the ruler.
Right? See?
Uh-huh.
It says, and it shall come to, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows.
So this is going to be the rest. The kingdom, that's going to be the rest from our sorrow. We're in sorrow right now. So, Rick Ross, the rapper, that promised land, that land you call, that's not the promised land. The kingdom is the promised land, all right? Because this is not our rest. Esau could flip on you, man, in any given moment.
And from thy fear, and
From our fear, we're not gonna have to worry about another Jake trying to rob you, scheme on you. We ain't gonna have to lock our door. You ain't gonna need no. Well, we all have that. We ain't gonna need no ADT, all right?
says, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
The hard bondage, man. We serve hard bondage, man. All right? We serve hard bondage, man. So them people, them Scumlakites, Amalek, they ain't going no damn slavery, man. They haven't had no hard times. Get out of here, man. What hard times they had, man?
Holocaust.
Yeah?
Holocaust.
Get the hell out of here, man. That Holocaust didn't happen. It's a lie. It's a lie, man. Damn Holocaust that happened.
And that goes into the curses, man. You know, because while we serving bondage, while we in fear,
Yeah.
while we in oppressed, because we broke those extra commandments.
The ones who had a Holocaust was the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the ones that went through a Holocaust.
Right.
Because we still suffering from that to this very day.
Right. Willie Lynch?
Yeah.
Willie Lynch letter? They try to say it was fake, but they try to say it was fake, but even if it is so-called fake, everything that man said was gonna happen, happened.
Yeah.
You know? But that's really that curses, when you go deeper, is the curses really befalling our people. You know? And Willie Lynch basically formed a plan to get the slaves, the slave masters that was in the Americas, to conform to the ways how he was treating the Benjamites, the West Indians.
Yeah.
You know? The light skin versus dark skin, old versus young, the women versus against the men. That's all playing out, man. You know? That's the curses in full effect.
That's right.
So like the brother was going into, that's the real Holocaust.
Yeah.
You know? All right, brother. It's like,
Deuteronomy 28:49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
That nation that's far. Esau, man. The nation that's far. Esau.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
That's right. And what is Esau's symbol? The eagle. What was the Greek symbol? The eagle. What was the Roman symbol? The eagle. What is America's symbol? The eagle. What is Germany's symbol? The eagle. The eagle. The eagle landed upon us, not the moon. You know what I mean? Edomites, man. Edomites, their symbol is the eagle. So what nation has the symbol of the eagle? What nationality? You Caucasians, man. You cave dwellers. You know, and we're not talking about Israelite foreigners that got that skin, you know?
right.
We talk about Esau. You know, they got the dirty pink crayon. That was the dirtiest crayon in the box, that pink one, yo.
And you know, it's also the eagle, when it comes for his prayer, he fly, swoop down, and just pick him up.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau basically did to us.
Oh, yeah.
When you go into the history, when we was chilling in what you call Africa today, Esau came to the West Coast and snatched us up, man, and brought us to the Americans.
Yep. Well, it was Easter, it was Ham, then it was Carthage, and then after Hannibal Barca lost, Third Punic War, to Leo Scipio Africanus, Battle of Cannae.
Right. That's on point.
Yeah. And Barca mean lightning, right? It's warfare. Oh, it means all blessed. And then it got lightning too. Hannibal Barca. Yeah, Barack, yep. Lightning, yep.
That's right. Now, I'm going to tell you, it says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They didn't show favor to the young, the old, pregnant women. They were ruthless. That's talking about the so-called white man, man. That's his whole MO.
I was watching a documentary earlier. I forgot the name of it, but basically it was a Jake that was in bondage, and he wrote, he was well favored because he was like knowledgeable. So he wanted to write a book to get him paper and pen, and he wrote it. And he said, "Listen, my grandfather was born a slave, and he died a slave. My grandfather died at like 116, no, Slovakia, 107 or something like that. And he died as a slave." You know? So that's us, man.
Yeah.
That dude was born a slave. So from young to old, he was out there. As soon as you cut, he was chopping down cane. You know, doing all sorts of wicked acts, or forced to do all sorts of wicked acts. Like they done.
See? So, yo, it ain't gonna be no mercy for these devils in the kingdom, man. not gonna be any mercy for them, man. Okay.
This is Job 28 and verse 4. The flood breaketh out from the inhabitant, even the waters forgotten of the foot. They are dried up, they are going away from men. Verse 5. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it
Out of it comes bread. No bread, don't get grains from earth.
Yeah.
Bro, right? Go ahead.
it says, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it were fire.
Wait, under it is turned up as with fire. Now, what does that mean? It means hell. Oh, come on, hell.
Nah.
It's
Cool.
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 Dickhead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dumbass, somebody from my head, somebody no damn hell.
Nah, it's a core.
Stupid ass. Somebody the earth's core. And then
Nah, that's
Oh,
other apps.
it's the earth's core, man. And the earth's core is like liquid metal.
Yep, and then it spins too. It spins. So that deals a lot with the forces around the earth. I don't want to say the wrong thing and go off, but yeah, it's spinning. It got part of it is spinning. It's spinning metal. It got fire.
Yep.
You know, and also that springs up and makes land too.
Right.
You know, and a list of other things.
And then the earth's core, like we were saying, it got liquid iron, nickel, and you know, that liquid metal hooks up other types of metals, like gold and silver and sapphire. That's how a lot of that stuff is formed. And that's how we're gonna get all of that gold. That's how we're gonna get all that gold to create the kingdom of heaven. You know? That's how, because remember, guess what? You got a cell phone in my hand. There's gold in your cell phone. Because you know, gold conducts electricity. Greater than, it's more, the word is called inert, I-N-E-R-T. It's more inert than copper. In other words, it's more durable. It doesn't purge or tarnishes. Because copper conducts electricity, but gold is a greater conductor of it.
Yeah.
And the kingdom of heaven, I'll speak of over gold. And since gold is a great conductor of electricity, the kingdom of heaven will have an aura, bro.
I'm thinking about it now. Yeah. Like I'm like, when you said that, you sort of, we so brief.
I said that shit no more.
Yeah, but at the end, when he's like, it's electrifying. Like, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
That current, that vibration is
Right.
heavy.
That's right,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. It's gonna be gold, it's gold. You go to the book of Baruch, it speaks about sapphire and all of that, and go in Revelation. So the kingdom of heaven, Tobit as well. I think that's all thinking about Tobit. So the kingdom of heaven, bro.
It makes sense why these nations hate us, huh?
Yeah.
Yo, look, that's why they hate us, man.
Kingdom of heaven gonna be a bright kingdom, bro.
Actually, the classes.
Yeah, man. We have like a real aura around you.
You know, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna get my hairline back. All of that, yo. On the low level, you know, I got the Stephen A. Smith going on right now, but it's cool. You got it.
This is Tobit 13 and 16. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones.
So we're gonna have precious stones, man. It says sapphires and emeralds, right? Now that's that real floss, that real bling.
It says, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold.
With pure gold, man. The city gonna shine, man. Yo, look, man. Yo, you can see that joint. Yo, it's gonna light up without without lights, you know. That's why these nations hate us, man. They want that.
And it's different glories, like in the morning, when that sun hit it.
Yeah.
Right when the sun hit it, but then at night when the moon hit it, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's gonna be electrifying, man.
And there's so many things about nature that we get to discover.
Right.
I'm saying so many things about nature. I remember I was doing a lesson years ago. They found there was some place out there in the I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, but keep reading that.
It says, and the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle.
With beryl and carbuncle.
And it says, and stones of Ophir.
And stones of Ophir. So yo, it's gonna be like, yo, it's
Look up carbuncle.
royal, man.
Look up carbuncle says a
Luxurious.
bright red gem.
Kind of like Jasper.
Right. What's that, brother?
One more verse. It says, It says, and the streets of and all her streets shall say Hallelujah or Hallelujah,
That's right.
and they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai,
Yep,
which
blessed.
hath extolled it forever.
We shall raise it up forever, man. So that shows that's the kingdom, and that shows that the people that's in the land right now is not the Lord's people, because none of this exists right now there. You know? That's not all right. You got it.
This is from an article from this is the exact site I found years ago. It's from July 28, 2011. Scientists discovered the oldest, largest body of water in space. It says around a black hole 20 billion light years away, there's an almost unimaginable vapor cloud of water, enough to supply an entire Earth's planet's worth of water for every person on Earth 20,000 times over.
There's a vapor joint of water. So there's things out of space that we don't even understand, right?
Yeah. It says jump down. It says researchers found a lake of water so large that it could provide each person on Earth an entire planet's worth of water 20,000 times over. Yes, so much water out there in space that it could supply each one of us all the water on Earth. Niagara Falls, the Pacific Ocean, the polar ice caps, the puddle in the bottom of the canoe you got to move over 20,000 times over.
See, so look, so that's showing that they're showing that outer space is water's outer space.
The water is in the cloud around a huge black hole that is in the process of sucking in matter and spraying out energy, such as an active black hole is called a quasar. And the waves of energy the black hole releases make water by literally knocking hydrogen and oxygen atoms together.
So it knocks hydrogen and oxygen atoms, because the H2O is hydrogen and oxygen, right?
The official NASA news release
What
describes
is two hydrogen, one oxygen? I forgot.
I believe it's two,
Yeah.
hydrogen.
H2O. Yeah. Two hydrogen.
Yeah.
The official NASA news release describes the amount of water as 140 trillion times all the water in the Earth's oceans.
Look at that. And it's around a black hole.
Now, of course, we don't think everything what Esau says, but we know according to the scriptures, all God's got many mansions. See that?
This is Matthew 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye that believe in the Most High, believe also in me.
Yeah, so we believe in the Most High, we believe in Yahweh Shai, we believe in Yahweh.
It says, in my Father's house are many mansions.
And Father's house is many mansions, meaning outer space, the universe, there's many galaxies, stars, planets, and things that we don't know that's out there. That's a house, all right? The heavens is the Most High's throne. The earth is his footstool.
It says in my Father's house is many mansions.
Uh-huh.
If it were not so, I would have told you.
If it wasn't so, he would have said it.
Yeah.
But he went to go prepare that place and extend that house, man.
Right.
He's constantly building many houses in that house, man.
Remember, he said go to prepare a place.
Yeah.
Right.
To build, like you said, build. What was your Howard Child's occupation?
Carpenter. Yeah.
No carpenters build.
Right.
So he said, I go to prepare a place for you.
She thinks you did.
And
You got the blueprint from Yahweh the right way. You know, that's an ultimate engineer right there.
It's not far-fetched because when we read the Genesis, the earth was prepared for us. You know, so what's another one? Another one. Another one.
And that's why scientists is backing it up. But they finding new Earth-like planets every day. So that's the Lord working. We're not just sitting on a throne. He out there with the angels, being active like how when we was with the Lord Willing, we the elect. When we was with him, doing the same thing. You know? The Lord gave, the Most High gave Yahweh Shah free reign of everything. He said, all power is given it to me. You don't think he with the angels right now? He's building up more and more planets while he waiting to come back? You know? It says, in my I go to prepare a place for you.
Go to prepare a place.
That's right.
All right?
It says, verse 3, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also.
And we're going to, Lord willing, meet the Lord in the air.
That's right. That's right.
All right? So, flesh and blood can inherit the kingdom, man. All right? So, look, they're out there preparing right now for the nation of Israel. Starting with the elect.
Sirach 43 and 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works.
We only seen a few. We bound in this lifetime and these lifetimes to this realm, this earth right here. In this realm. And we haven't even used right now in this lifetime for this earth, right? Go to them places yet. So it's things, and it's gonna be constant new things that we're gonna learn and explore and see. Once again, that's why these nations hate us, man. It's in their spirit. They know. They ain't a part of it.
Proverbs 30 and 4. It says, who has ascended up into heaven or descended?
Yeah, who has ascended up into heaven or descended? You know, the Lord have.
Who has gathered the wind in his fist?
The Lord.
Who has bound the waters in his garment?
The Lord has did that, bound the waters. He made the waters out of space. Out of space, he made the waters here.
Who has established all the ends of the earth?
It's the Lord that established the ends of the earth. He got that blueprint from Yahweh.
What is his name? And what is his son's name?
Yeah, Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shah.
If thou canst tell.
All right? And they the Lord was given the blueprint. And the Lord was the one that he created the angels and spirits. And then with the angels and the elect, created the universe.
Slocky. Now I want to add on to what you were saying. Earlier you was like, yo, they got these ideas from the Bible.
Yeah.
And when I read the scripture, why I thought that Avatar, the last airbender.
See?
You know what I'm saying? You know, he had the airbender, he airbended the earth, the waters, the fire, the elements. That's what it just said the Most High did.
Yeah.
You know? That's all, bro. It's locked in.
You know, because he saw with his bullshit, you know, he'll say, oh, it's a Big Bang. Well, what happened before the Big Bang? The singularity. What was before the singularity and this and that? Oh, it always was the starting point. Nah. The Lord got the Lord, they got that. Look, the Lord got the blueprint from Yahweh, and he put this thing in existence, the universe, man. How he did it, we don't know. We don't need to know that right now. You know? But we know he did it.
That whole Big Bang theory that you mentioned, that go back to Hinduism. The whole Big Bang theory. That shit predates Esau. That's how much of a devil you damn devils are, damn devils. You're always stealing something.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 55 and verse 2. 54, Slaki. It says, enlarge the place of thy tent, and
Right.
let...
What is the tent? A dwelling place. You live in a tent. Dwell in a tent. So enlarge the place of thy tent, meaning enlarge your dwelling place, right?
Yep. It says, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitation.
Stretch forth the curtains of your habitation. Stretch forth the curtain of your habitation. It means you live in a wide habitation. It's like going in the window when you open up your curtains. Right? If you got a big window, you gotta stretch curtains all over here, stretch curtains all over here. Right?
It says, spare not, lengthen thy cords.
Lengthen your cords. If you got a tent, those cords, you got those strings, you lengthen them, you gotta tie down that tent. In other words, increase the size of your dwelling place. got stakes. You take a stake and you put it in the ground to make something more sturdy. All right, to make it more sturdy. It's like you got a term called a palisade. You ever watch one of them ancient movies? You got them logs pointing up out of the ground.
Yeah.
They're pointing the wooden ones. That's called a palisade. As a matter of fact, I'll probably go on something else, but the ancient Greeks had something called a phalanx formation. I think it was the Greeks had something called a phalanx formation. Phalanx is P-H-A-L-N-X, I believe. But anyway, you strengthen your stakes. In other words, you drive them into the ground. So in other words, you're going to Christian dwelling place. You're going to be firm in a particular dwelling place. So guess what? We're going to pick up dwelling place in the heavens. Guess what? We're going to dwell on different planets. Because remember, if the children of Israel are going to reign forever, if the people tell you a little one shall become a strong nation, you're going to have a lot of women. You're going to have a lot of children.
So you ain't gonna die, nigga.
Exactly. We're not going to die. And guess what? We ain't going to be on the earth, but what happens when we keep increasing by the billions, by the trillions? You gotta boldly go where no man's ever gone before. You gotta go to other planets. You think men in Israel gonna have 800 women, 500 women, 1,500 women, how many women? And it's gonna be going on for eternity. You're gonna be on Earth forever? Nah.
The earth gonna populate so quick.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to
Earth
go
is huge though.
Yeah, the earth is enormous. We don't really know. These don't really know how. These don't think you know how big the earth is. You don't know shit.
Right.
Oh, it's 17 billion light years. Because you know, light years is basically the distance in which light travels in a year.
Oh, okay.
That's what light year is. Because you know, light travels 186. They say 186,000 miles a second. So find out how many seconds there are in a year and times about 186,000. That's how much a light year is. So 10 light years away is. That's fucking far as fuck. That's far. I watched the video on YouTube the other day. It was about how fast it would take you to go around the planet Earth if you was going at the speed of light. And it was like this. It was like just like that. It's like that. It's like quick, like one frame. It showed you it was quick as fuck. I was like, this is quick as hell. But anyway, you're gonna have to go where no man ever go before. You're gonna be on other planets, brothers. The Most High didn't just create the other planet just to be there. Okay, we got other planets. Sit there. It's gonna be in space forever. No. Yeah, brother.
It says, for thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left.
You're gonna break forth on the right hand and break forth on the left. I mean, you're gonna be increasing.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles and make the desolate cities to be inhabited.
And you're gonna inherit the Gentiles and make the city to be inhabited. Meaning, we're gonna inherit their lands. And we're gonna make the city to be inhabited. When you read the scripture say they're gonna possess the remnants of Eden. Meaning we're gonna have their land. You know, we're gonna possess them too. So we're gonna rule the whole United earth. We're gonna rule it with an iron fist. And any one of these nations got a hand, guess what? We're gonna pick up a scepter in our hand and we're gonna crash it over their skull with it. You know?
I got one more scripture.
Rod of iron.
When that time-
16-foot rod of iron.
Well, when that time comes, guess what, brother? When we watch the brains come out their head, our stomachs ain't gonna turn, man. You know how years ago we used to watch Faces of Death on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I can't watch that. I can't watch it. I saw one video that pissed me off, man. Some arrows that killed some bears. The bears are like the guts hanging out. You know that little baby cubs, you know that? Yo, man, oh, I can't watch that, man. But when that time comes, we'll crack it over the cranium with a rod of iron. Your eyes gonna come out your head. Your brain's gonna fucking blow up, gonna come out your head. Gonna ooze out your ear. Your nose gonna be bleeding. You have brains coming out of your nose. You know? You gonna still be. You ever watched Walking Dead?
Yeah, Negan.
Yeah,
I know you gonna say.
hit that-
You hit him?
hit
You hit him?
that-
His eye popped out. He said, hey, you still in there?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. They're gonna be just like that, like.
Yeah. I rewinded that scene. I
And then it's
rewinded
gonna be
that
sitting
scene.
there looking
Yeah.
beat up. Go out there and work.
I rewinded that scene over and over again.
I got a scripture to back up what we going into. This is Second Ezra 16 and verse 59. He spreadeth out the heavens like a vault.
Yeah, he spread about the heavens like a vote. So basically, that's why they always say, space is infinite, which is true. The universe is infinite, because the Lord is expanding it. He's constantly building on it.
It says, upon the waters have he founded it.
That's right, upon the waters. There's waters out of space, that's outer space. All right, the waters outer space. Universe.
That was it.
All right? So we already know what's in store for the nation of Israel.
Right. Everlasting rulership.
Yeah.
It's Hebrews 1 and 10. And thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth.
That's right. The Lord in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth. All of it starting from the core, ins and out, the twilight, the dimmer light, the brighter light.
Right.
All right?
And he's a damn devil, like the brother said. I go back to Hinduism, the Big Bang. But Esau's a damn devil, because for you to bring that out, you see how particular and precise the Lord is? Like the brother said, starting from the core, you know, the greater light, the lesser light.
Yeah, this ain't no random thing, no
It's
big
not
thing.
random.
How your body, how your body structure, all the way from the atom,
Right.
the molecules, the organelles,
Yep.
the cells, the you got it. Like you got the atoms,
Yep.
the molecules, the organelles, the cells, the tissues, the organs, the organ system, then the organism, right? And then in the atom you got held together by quarks and gluons, which is then called a strong nuclear force, like a force stronger than gravity that holds it together.
Right.
That didn't come out of nothing like I don't know, fucking Big Bang theory, man.
It's impossible.
Y'all got it.
Yeah. It's impossible. The Lord is a mad scientist, so to speak. Salakia. You know? The Lord, this is a great work that the Lord did. The Lord even with the children of Israel said, "What great labor have I made thee?" You know? It took 6,000 years for this planet to be made. You know? And on the seventh day, the angels rested. The Alahayim. All right, with Yahweh Shah. So this ain't no Big Bang thing, man.
This is all. It says, and thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth,
Right.
and the heavens are the works of thine hand.
Yeah, the heavens are the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Because the Most High gave the blueprint, all right, to Yahweh Shah. And Yahweh Shah gave it to the Alahayim, the elect, the 144,000, all right, to create everything that you see here. You know?
No.
That's that, brother?
Yeah. Isaiah 14 and I'll start at 12.
That's right.
It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?"
Yeah, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer just means light bearer, all right? Going into that, in that scripture particularly, is going into the so-called white man, all right? Esau, Edom, he got the light on the left-hand side, all right? The earth was given into his hand. Scripture say, how is thou fallen from heaven? Heaven represent rulership, all right? Because he got the blessing of rulership on the earth from our forefather Isaac, all right? Because he was crying like a little bitch that he is. Because he got supplanted out of the blessing, which was all spiritual, all right? Because the blessing was going to Israel anyway. The scriptures tell you that Israel is the Lord's firstborn. So through the spirit, it belongs to us anyway. But he got yaikwalled out of the situation, and then when he came back, he was crying, and he said, "Have thou not one blessing for me, Father?" And the Lord gave him a blessing, all right? The fat and the dew of the earth, and by thy sword he shall live. Why you think his military might is so great? You think that's by coincidence? No, that's through the will of the Lord, man. That was prophecy that he was going to reign in the latter days. Scriptures tell you that Jacob is Esau is the end of the world, man. Meaning the end of the rulership. Go ahead, brother. Right.
Psalms 103 and 20. Bless Yahweh Shah, ye his angels that excel in strength
left-hand side and the right-hand side. It gave you know that account in Kings, all right? When they had the council, the brothers can find that. There's more on that though?
Yes, Lord.
Okay.
It says, O Lucifer, son of the morning,
Right.
how thou cut down
Yep.
to the ground, which did have weakened the nation.
Yeah, how thou cut down to the ground, which did it weaken the nations, all right? By their philosophies, all right? By their economic, you know, they had the economic hitmen, all right? They'll go in, you know, give them loans, all right? And take over their land, whether they like it or not. You know, proxy wars and so on and so forth. That's how this devil operate, man. Rape, robbery, and murder. He pillaged, all right? There's more?
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven,
Yep,
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
right.
And it says, and the stars,
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was going to that. And the stars is going into Israel, all right? That's his mind state. Read that again, Bible Gashah.
right, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven,
Right.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Yep, go keep going, brother.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Yeah, going into the Israelites. And that's what he did. All right, starting with the northern tribe, Christopher Cologne. They came over here, sacked our people. All right, the Native Americans, the Ephraim on down, the Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. All right, and then he snatched up the southern tribe, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, you so-called blacks, West Indians, and Haitians, and brought them over here. All right, and he ruled over us to this very day. That was in this man's mind. All right? Go ahead.
In the size of the north.
And the size of the North. All right? North America, the Americas. North America and South America. You know? Where the Israelites, it said Judah and Ephraim shall be in captivity together. Roughly paraphrasing. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Right.
I will be like the Most
Yeah,
High.
this devil want to be like Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know? That's why you got the term big brother. He's always watching. He got his eyes on you. His damn cameras everywhere. You know? He want to tax you. He wants to, you got to pay tribute to him. When you supposed to be paying tribute to the Lord, you supposed to be giving the Lord a tenth for everything. You know?
It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yeah, thou shalt be brought down to hell. All right? Into a low place. You know? Go ahead.
To the sides of the pit.
To the pit. All right?
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee
Yep.
and consider thee.
That's prophecy, man. When we in the kingdom, we're gonna be looking at this devil, even the heathen. Is this the man? Is this the guy? The basis of men? He was ruling over him? That guy? Go ahead.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
That made the earth to tremble, that weakened the nations, all right? That put fear in the hearts of men. It's evident, man. Even with our people, man. You see how these fucking so-called Jews got our people in a fucking chokehold, man. Go ahead, brother.
That did shake the kingdoms?
Yeah, that shook the kingdoms, all right? The big bully on the block coming through with his military might, you know, dropping bombs, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, all right? I'm splitting the atom, creating an atomic bomb, and it further grew to that nuclear warfare that he got. Go ahead.
That made the world as a wilderness
Yeah,
and destroyed the cities thereof?
yeah, this guy polluted everything, man. Everything is polluted. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Blame Esau. Every problem on the earth that's going on this earth, blame the so-called white man for it.
Right.
Every single problem, man. All right? Especially in the communities, so-called communities, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Because he got his hands got his face all in the children of Israel business. We can't govern ourselves here. Go ahead.
That opened not the house of the prisoners.
That opened not the house of the prisoners, all right? Who's the prisoner? so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Who's the number ones in the jails in America? All right, blacks and Latinos, man. You got people on death row. You supposed to, listen, man, judgment supposed to be quick. You know what I mean? A man committed adultery with another man's wife, supposed to be put to death. If she ain't scream out, she supposed to be put to death. All right? That was it? Go ahead.
Isaiah 42 and 22.
That's right.
But
That's
this,
right. What verse was that?
That's 14. That's 14.
Oh, 42. Got 42. Sorry. Go ahead.
but this people is robbed and spoiled.
That's right. This people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, is robbed and spoiled. All right? We don't got nothing of our own here, man. All we do is work and labor. And you got the nerve to fucking run your fucking mouths, man. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Number one in the prison houses, all right? Snared in holes, all right? No medical help, all right? All in the ghettos.
Fast food restaurants in the ghettos.
Say that again, brother?
We got fast food restaurants all over the ghettos.
Fast food restaurants all in the ghettos. Liquor stores all in the ghettos. Churches, all right? So you physically drunk and you spiritually drunk.
They say,
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah, our people in prison houses, and then on a small note,
Right.
yo, Esau commits crimes too. Whenever he hop in the train, I'll be like, yo, where the fuck is the police at?
Right.
In my mind, I'd be like, where the fuck the cops at when you need them?
Right.
Because they let them rock. But I'm always seeing Jake's hemmed up.
you know what though? Like the brother mentioned prison houses, see how much of a goddamn devils are. I'm like 90+% of all prosecutors in the United States are so-called white people.
Right.
Over 90%. And you already know that naturally they already have a racial bias towards Jake anyway.
Yep.
So if you got 90+ prosecutors in the country that are so-called white people, then it only stands to reason the majority of people that will be put in prison and given lengthy sentences are Israelites.
That's right.
You know, it's like back in the time when they had all white juries. If the jury is all white, it's only stand a reason they're gonna make a Jake guilty. After all, the perception of it is based on what they see in the media.
Yep.
See, I didn't grow up around Chinese people, but we grew up thinking all of them knew karate.
Right,
Martial arts.
exactly. Yeah.
We grew up watching Master of the Flying Guillotine, 5 Deadly Venoms, and the White Lotus. We think all these motherfuckers can do is spin and will kick.
Right.
They all know how to do a crescent kick.
Right.
But you believe that because what you see. So it's all set up, man.
Yeah.
It's the goddamn devils. Even the police brutality. That's all a money racket.
Yep.
Because you gotta understand something. They got something called brutality bonds. Now, when you get beat up by the police or killed by the police, you get a lawsuit. Now, in order for them to get that money, to pay them hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars in these lawsuits every year throughout the country, they get bonds from different companies like Chase Bank or Goldman Sachs. And guess what? You got to Bank of America, but guess what? You got to pay that back with interest. So let's say New York has $550 million in lawsuits for police brutality, right? They got to get that much money from these different banks and so forth to be able to pay it off.
Right.
But guess what? When you take out those bonds, you got to pay them back in interest.
Right.
That's why the government has no need to stop police brutality. Because if they actually stop it, then they can no longer take any bonds. They no longer take any bonds, and those companies can make the money back in interest. That's why they got no goal to stop police brutality. But you fucking niggas think that you're supposed to be accepted in this white man world.
Right.
It's all set up that way. If they stop police brutality, then guess what? There's no more lawsuits. There's no more lawsuits taking no more bonds. Taking no more bonds, the companies they get the bonds from, you no longer got to pay back in interest, man. It's all a racket. It's called brutality bonds.
Right.
Come on, man. Esau got everything set up.
Yep.
Our only rest is in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, that's why the apostles always stress this, man. The scriptures stress it. This ain't our fucking rest. You niggas want to grow and create a community here, man. We hastening the day to get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody want to be under the neck of their oppressors, man. Brothers got a rulership mentality, bro. Brothers got a king mentality, bro. You know? Brothers want to be rulers, man. It's in our nature to be rulers, man. put you devils under our foot. The same way you want us under, the same way you got us under, the same way we under your foot, man. You know, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. If I was a ruler, I'd be doing the same thing. Go ahead.
It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
That's right.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
Yeah, they are for a prey and none delivereth. All right? Scripture say, who shall bemoan thee, O Israel? You know? None of you people give a fuck, man. All right? The only ones that care for their people is the elect of the nation, man. Starting with the elect, because 2/3 is going to die the death of the heathen. Yahweh Shah said, cast them out as the heathen, man. So they're not Israelites right now. They fighting to be black people, let them be black people. All right? You want to be a spick and a wetback, let them be a wetback and a spick. All right? You want to move like a damn criminal, let them be a criminal, man. Scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 4:22 that our people is foolish. They are wise to do evil, man, but to do good, they have no understanding. Go ahead.
And they call it brutality bonds or police misconduct bonds.
Police misconduct bonds?
Yeah.
Huh.
Some people call it brutality bonds.
Huh.
It says, and it says, they are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore.
Right. Yeah, that's why that whole reparation thing is a damn problem. Here it is, we've been here for over 40 years, and we got to fucking ask for a little reparation. Meanwhile, them small hats are getting reparations by the year. Billions in aid.
Listen, we don't want no fucking reparations.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there.
No. I'm not coming at you.
No.
Because you know why? Let's say, for instance, they gave us, I don't know, let's say they gave us billions of dollars.
Right.
They're going to inflate that shit
Right.
to where that shit going to be toilet paper. You're not scamming us on that.
Right.
No.
Good on that. Okay, that's it? And with that, Lord willing was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Shalom to the elect.